Peace, family, peace. Welcome back to a place to conversate. We gotta talk about it. Gotta have a conversation today about your man Draymond Green. What's going on with my man? He's dealing with a lot right now. So, Draymond Green has been suspended for 5 games for putting Rudy Gobert in a headlock. Tuesday night, during a game between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors, Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson got into a scuffle, at which time Draymond Green, coming to his teammates' aid, grabbed Rudy Gobert by the back and put him in a headlock. Listen, I like Draymond Green. I think overall he's a great player. 4-time NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors. Defensive Player of the Year in 2017. I like what he brings to the table overall. I love his physicality. I love his energy. I love the fact that he plays defense. He also can bring the ball up. He can play like a point forward type position. So everything that he brings to the table as far as in the system that the Golden State Warriors, he's a perfect fit in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But again, you have to ask yourself again, when is too much too much? Is he doing too much? When is excessive too much? But like I said, I like Draymond Green. I think that the way that he flourishes in the overall system for the Golden State Warriors, he's a great asset and was a key component in all their championships. I don't know if they could have won championships, even though with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, of course, could they have even accomplished it without the grittiness and the defensive prowess of Draymond Green. But again, we can't ignore the fact that Draymond has a long history of suspensions in his career at the NBA. We can't forget about the stomp to the stomach to Domantas Sabonis. Matter of fact, we take a look at that. It could be argued that Sabonis grabbed his leg, which in my opinion I think he did, but I don't know if Draymond had to stomp him in his stomach like that. March 2023, he was suspended a game for reaching his 16th technical foul of the season, which is a mandatory suspension. That game, I think he hit Russell Westbrook in the back of the head while inbounding the ball or something like that. November 2018, suspended 1 game for the confrontation with Kevin Durant. This is when Kevin Durant was part of the Warriors, and they had that confrontation on the sideline during the timeout, which overall eventually led to Kevin Durant requesting a trade and moving on to another team. So when he came to Brooklyn. And of course, we can't forget the infamous June 2016, the infamous punch to the groin. He was suspended 1 game. That's the year that Cavaliers won the championship. But again, we have to ask ourselves, man, what's going on? Listen, I get it. If that's your teammate, you're coming to your teammate's aid. You got to hold them down. You're the enforcer for the team. But with your long history, and not only that long history of suspensions, but the fact that it's been rumored that, and we've seen it for ourselves. I mean, even the suspensions that I just discussed is way more footage of him, that could be considered dirty play. You have to ask yourself, at what point is too much too much? Is he doing too much as a professional NBA basketball player at this stage of his career? A 4-time NBA champion, Defensive Player of the Year 2017. You have to have more self-control of yourself. You have to have more composure over yourself. With your long history, at what point do the Warriors have to really take a look at you and ask themselves, can they move on without you? Not that you're a bad player, but just because of the stigma that you bring to the team overall. And at this point, you have to ask yourself, is he the new modern day Ron Artest? There's some psychological issues going on there. I'm just asking the question. Because he's been in way too many scuffles and, where the behavior has been over the top. So, I asked the question, not only, we know that he's got, and is the suspension, enough? 5 games, should have been more. Again, like I said, I think he's a great player. I love the way he fits into the Golden State Warriors system. He's a great piece. He's been a major part of their every championship that they won, both on offense and defense. But, again, he has a long history of suspensions due to dirty play. Is he a dirty player? You have to ask yourself. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is Draymond Green the new modern day Ron Artest? Was that too much? Grabbing Gobert in a headlock and putting him in a headlock. Do we want another scene from the infamous Malice in the Palace between the Detroit Pistons and the Indiana Pacers? That was a bad look for the NBA. Terrible look for the NBA. They've done so much to get their reputation and to move so far forward from that for it to go backwards. I get that you're defending your teammate. I understand all that. All that's good. All that's fine. When you really get down to the nitty gritty, again, when is that too much? Let's take a look at the actual footage in real time. And you tell me, was that necessary? Is Draymond Green just doing way too much at this point in his career? So let's take a look at this footage and then let's get back to it and have some more discussion. So yeah, family, hit me in the comments and let me know what you think about this Draymond Green situation. Do you think he has some psychological issues going on? Is he the new modern day Ron Artest? And what should the Warriors do moving forward as far as Draymond Green is concerned? Should they consider looking in a different direction when it comes to this guy? Should they move forward with Draymond Green on their roster with this type of behavior? Can you trust him to keep a cool head moving forward? Or continue to bring a bad stigma and a bad light onto the team with his behavior? Let me know in the comments what you think. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. And everybody, be well and stay safe. Peace.